I made you a video earlier showing you where this was failing. I figure it's probably most useful to show you the process. Let's see, sheets.google.com. And the sheet titles is what I'm interested in. And here's Mango. And I'm going to take this down to Mozart. And lastly, retable. And on retable, I'm working inside of Philippine outsourcing. So here's what I want. I want to come here to titles. I want to get the keyword or title. Take it over to Mango SEO. The first time I do this on Mango, I have to submit it like this. But from the second one on, there'll be two windows open. There'll no need to go to this outline. Okay, now I'm going to take this, in this case, I'll take the title it's given me, but normally it'll be the same one that's up here. Let's see what I mean in a moment. And I'm going to tell it to generate this section content. I'm going to shift this to HTML. I'm going to grab the HTML with this copy. And I'm going to put it into this space. Enter. I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to grab the next title. Control C. Mango SEO. Now I can go straight to this. Generate section content. It's already in HTML. Copy. Retable. Hit enter. Paste the article in. Back to titles. Control C. Mango SEO. Control V. Generate section content. Copy. Retable. Paste. And just loop through like that.
Hey Jeffrey, I am gonna help. I'm gonna build this right now with your data that you had given. I have not tested this yet, so this will be pretty, I guess, for lack of a better term, pretty raw. Feel free to speed this video up as I work through this process here. So what I'm gonna do is add new automation. Click capture steps. I'm also recording on my monitor here, and so you're going to see the tray won't show up here. It's going to show up in my primary window on my laptop, but I can drag it over anytime. All right. So I believe the first step is what you want to do is, I know you shared the sheet with me. Let me find that sheet really quick. Okay, so I have your sheet here, and we want to upload those sheets into Mozart. So again, there's going to be two different automations we built for this. So the first one is going to be going to Mozart, or going to Mango, SEO, and then log in. So I'll just navigate directly to that URL. I'll let this finish loading. Click login here, and just make sure I'm using your data. Login. Yeah. Thanks for sharing your creds here. So I want to test this. Especially, we haven't had a use case yet with using a HTML and then copying HTML. So excited to see how this works, and if we need to build in a feature, we'll build in a feature. Alrighty. So from here, I need to navigate to. Let me double check where to navigate to. Okay, so it looks like we want to go to Mozart. And then what we want to do here is download. Get these titles. Get a different title. Okay, so I'm slightly confused on needing step 1 and step 2. So I'm just going to repeat what you did in your video. Let this load here. So I'm not sure if we need the SEO keyword research or not. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm just going to repeat what you did in your original video, which is this one here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab your title and paste that into here. Generate section content. Let this load. Catch up on the following steps. Okay, so I see what you're doing here already. So you want to convert this to HTML, so make sure it highlights the element here. There we go. Got this. Convert to HTML, and then you want to copy that data. Okay, so really quick, because it takes a while to load, so as soon as we click on generate content outline, what I would add in here, I'm not sure if you know, oh, I can't add it in yet. I got to add it in afterward, but you can add a delay in between steps to allow that to load. So I'd add that in every time you click on generate content outline because it takes time for this to load. You then want to click copy. But what I would do is you want to copy and you want to copy. Okay. So let me test with just this copy button and see what I get. I doubt that's going to scrape the data. From here, we're probably going to need to use a scrape text to get all that data instead of using the copy feature. But we'll see what it does. So I'm going to stop the recording here. So essentially what I want to do is create two automations. I want to send this data first to Google Sheets, and then I can create a second automation to create this copy data and upload it into Google Sheets. So I'm going to end the recording, and then I'm going to clean this up. Log in, enter email address, click login. Click enter email address, click typing in your email address. Click, should be a type step though. Oh, type encrypted password. I always add a delay step after logging in to let the site load. So you add a delay step. And then it's going to click on material outline, Mozart. We need those. We do have the allow error features default now with the update this morning. Enter article 60 characters, click, type word, SEO research. Okay, so here's where I'm going to then connect the Google Sheet. So I'm going to replace this SEO keyword search with I have two of them, so I'm going to delete one. I don't need this one. Delete. And I just realized a bug that I deleted those steps when I was recording, so I need to report that really quick. One sec. Okay, resuming. Type keyword research. We're going to click generate outline. So that's where I'm going to add in a delay. So I'm curious if I need that first step, general outline. I'm not sure if we do. Because we need that. As you showed in your first video, you needed that. Click. Type. Okay, these will be where you upload your titles. And then I'm going to add another delay after clicking generate, select content. In fact, I probably want to add in more of a delay than let me add in, and go 2, let's do a 0.2. Should be enough, and if not, then we can just edit. 0.2. Okay. Clicked, this is where it's clicking HTML. Click HTML. And then this is going to click copy button. And we're going to send to a worksheet in Google Sheets. So first I want to attach, name this your name. Attach your sheet. So trigger, I'm going to edit. I'm going to set up a loop trigger. What I wanted to do is loop through each one of these rows and paste in the titles. I'm going to share this with automations at TaskMagic. Cool. And I can select sheet 1. Awesome. And I have your titles. It matches up. Perfect. Great. And I'll come back and set up my loop here in a sec. And I can also schedule this to run daily if you want to. And I'm going to set up these loops here in a sec. So besides that, I'm going to create a second sheet. And I'm going to type in HTML. Content. Okay. And then I'm going to send to Google Sheets using the same spreadsheet, except I'm going to send to sheet 2. Cool. Alrighty. So I have my loop set up now. I do need to change the variable, so I don't want it to type in the same title every time. Instead, I'm going to delete and then add the variable of the column where your titles are. So it'll type in a new title each time it loops. Now, the loop steps are going to determine where the loop begins and ends, meaning I don't want it to start back at the login. I want it to start after the login, and I don't need it to go click on Mozart. I don't need it to click in type keyword research, where I do want it to do I want it to? So will it delete that content? Yeah, it'll delete the content if I type in the title. Okay, so let's try step 14 through 19 to see if it delivers. And I'm just going to refresh really quick because loop steps don't always save. Looks like they are with our recent update. Okay, all I'm worried about is this sheet right here, or this step is not going to paste data. So we'll see. We're going to test this. Oh, let me set up my loop. So I'm going to come back to manage loop. What I'm going to ask it to do is I'm going to ask it to start with row 2, and I'm going to ask it to loop through three rows. And I'm going to click play steps to test. So this is connected to sheet 1, pulling data from sheet 1 and sending data to sheet 2. Now, we do have a feature where if we've recently logged in, then it stays logged in. And so it's navigating through the first couple login steps, so it doesn't have to type in the username and password again, which can trigger some CAPTCHA or some bot prevention. What you need to do is click on... Oh, it did not go to Mozart. All right, here's what I wanted to do. Okay, so if you notice, it didn't click here, didn't click here, and didn't click Mozart. I wonder if you're on, do we need to click Mozart Plus? Let me double check really quick. Okay, standard Mozart. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do to fix this. First off, I'm gonna stop this automation because it didn't. The reason why I was able to click through is because it didn't stop, is because with the recent update, we added allow errors to every single step. And so if it doesn't click that icon or that element, it's still gonna select or navigate to the next step. So what I wanna do is log into Mango. Let's see. Okay, let me log in. It's taking a while to log in. I'm going to click log in with your details. And logged in. Okay, I'm going to navigate to standard Mozart. Alrighty. So what I want is I want this URL. So I'm going to test this URL first. Log in. And so what I'm going to do is add a navigate step. Directly navigate to that URL, which means I don't need this step anymore, and I don't need this step. Click enter to enter the article. Now, what was I typing in there? SEO keyword research. I'm wondering if this does create a different URL. If it does, I'm going to use this URL instead. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So 15 seconds on a delay should be solid, or I have 20 seconds here. But anyhow, okay, so this specific, let's see, I'm going to use this specific. I could use this URL. It doesn't look like it changes much. So we're going to test again. Let's double check. So it's going to log in, delay, navigate to the URL, click, type in the keyword research, click generate content, wait 20 seconds, and then that's what I wanted to do. My internet is being slow right now. You want to add a delay after it navigates. Also typed in SEO keyword research, generating content. That's where we can test to see if we're giving it enough of a delay. Step 13 is still on the delay. Now it's on step 14, so this is enough of a delay. SEO on-page optimization, which was one of your titles. Oh, because I triggered it a second time and I have it looping through 3, it's moving through it already navigated through some loops, which is why it's on loop 5. Converted to HTML, and then clicking. So we'll see if this pastes. It's not going to. It's not going to. So what I want to do is, let me just finish it complete. It's going to loop through one more person or one more title. I want to add a scrape text. It says complete. Yeah, and so it's not going to be able to paste the data from a copy button. So what I can do here is I'm going to have to recapture these steps. So I'm going to click recapture here, and I'll pause the video to save yourself some time watching this. Okay, I'm back to this step here. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do instead, because I converted to HTML, so I grabbed that click. We can't copy through a copy button. So I'm gonna click scrape text, and I'm gonna grab this entire text here. And that should scrape and send a Google Sheet. So now I'm gonna end the recording and really just do the same thing I did before. So log in, enter email address, log in. I did have it navigate directly to, let's see, delay 0.05, log in, click article, type in research. Let me add a navigate step here. Another delay. Enter keyword search. We want a delay after this. don't want that there. I want that here. So I hope this makes sense where I am adding these in here. Enter. So I recaptured steps. I'm wondering if I just made too many clicks in here. I may have. This is click HTML. This types in the title, clicks, generate, select section content, waits. I don't need a second. Clicks HTML, scrapes, and sends to worksheet 2. Okay, that looks good. Cool. Let me set my loop back to do. Loop do 3. All right, this should be good to go. Let me test again. Oh, I need to update my loop steps. So I wanted to navigate to step 14, I think. Although when content is created, that's the behavior. We don't want it to add on. So what I'm going to have it do is navigate to back to the direct navigation where it's hopefully deleted. It'll take longer to run this, but okay. Let's test. Oh, it didn't save my step. That's what I was talking about. See if it reverted back to 14. Let me refresh. 8. Okay. Titles are here. Again, feel free to speed this up. There we go. Now just navigated. Keyword listing after navigation. It does have a little bit more of a delay, so I can adjust that. More of a delay than I wanted to. Okay. SEO on page. I'm on loop 5 because I triggered it and then stopped it because my loops didn't update. So I'm just making sure I'm grabbing all the HTML. Okay, so that's going to loop back. So I'm not sure if you need step 1. I'm just repeating what you did in your original video. the video where you're showing me the process. Like we could just purely type in titles into here. But what I wanted to do was reset the search, what was being searched, and not add on. So like I typed in SEO on page and I don't want it to add on page. So I wanted to refresh. So I'm not sure, and you might be more familiar with the site, so you can get it to refresh in a different step. Okay, in the last loop here. Uploading this content into Retable is going to be so much faster. Just getting the content pasted. Cool. And so it's going to be scraping data to the site as soon as it finishes. And hey, if this works well and you want this exact build, I can send this build to you. Okay, so it looks like it worked. I got all the data in each one of these columns. Okay, so next step. Now I want to build, let me rename this to Mango SEO. Mango SEO. Okay. Now, so next what I want to do is catch up on your video 1 second. Okay, so I'm caught up on what we're doing. I'm going to build a second automation, so purely separate automation. And go to Retable, or yeah, Retable. Copy. Okay. And then I'm going to log in here. Need to make sure it's captured those clicks. I was going through pretty fast. Click email, type email, click password, type password, log in. Okay, great. Alrighty. Then from here, I need to know what you did to get to this page here. Okay, I see where to go now. Now that we do have a pop-up here as well, so that I can just handle that really quick. And click this, or just go right into here. What I'm going to end up doing anyway is just grab this URL and navigate directly to this URL. So let me save that in a separate notes page. I'll navigate to that. Okay. From here, what I want to do is click on Add New Row, right? What do I want to click? All right, so let me play around with this site here a little bit. Do I need to double click? Do I need to click in here? Click enter. Oh, I click enter. Okay. So that last step is what I needed. Key press, enter, click add new row, enter. The rest of this stuff I was pressing. You see I had a bunch of clicks. I just wanted to show you the process of like working through this stuff. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is just put in some dummy data. Click enter, and then it should loop. So I'm going to loop through and paste that data. So I might need to do a rebuild on this now that I'm more familiar with the site. But I'm going to end recording. Okay, I'm going to build. Let's go Jeffrey. Table. Click email, type, login. What I'm going to do here is put I'm going to add a delay. I like to do. And then I'm going to add a direct navigate step to that worksheet. Okay, and really all I need is the click. I need step 14 and below. Yep, I need 14 and below. Okay, so I just need to delete the rest of these steps here. Delete. I'm going to add a delay as soon as it navigates. Click enter, add new row. Key press enter, and then I have okay, so click enter new row, key press enter, click outside control, type in data. This is where I need to add my variable. Okay, so this will be where I need that. My 12 step will be where I add the variable of the HTML content. Enter, type update. Hold on, I'm thinking here. These look familiar. Key press. Key press. Type update. I don't think I need an update here. This is where I add my variable before I end my loop. Okay, I'm going to set up trigger, attach Google Sheets. And I'm going to be pulling data from sheet 2, which is HTML content. And I can start at 2, I can run through 3. I'll set this up later. All right, what I want to do is click to enter the add new row, click enter, key press enter, click outside the table control, enter. Type update. I don't think it captured well. I'm going to recapture steps. There's some things we go through. I don't think it captured the steps well. I'm not sure if I was just doing too many clicks, I wasn't familiar, or if there's a bug with the build. Could be both. So I need to make sure I capture my login steps. Your login steps. Okay, And then from here, I'm just going to navigate directly. Actually, let me just click on this article here. Okay. I do want to handle that. Okay. Click, enter. Enter, enter, enter. Dang, I need to figure out how to get a new row without. There we go. There it is. I found it. Okay. So again, just keep this clean. And I'm just keeping this, showing you how I would troubleshoot and build as I'm more familiar with the tool. So I didn't want to capture all those extra clicks, and since it's pretty quick to get there, I'm just going to recapture steps so I can get the exact clicks I need, and I'll have less steps to delete. Articles. I do want to handle this. Okay. Alrighty. So I'm going to click add. That's what I want. Then click here. Update. Enter. And that's it. So this pop-up, I think, is just throwing stuff off here. I wonder why it's adding. I only had one type step. All right, so I'm gonna add a delay. Let's at least test this. Okay, step. Adding another delay. So navigating to a new site. So I'm gonna let it load. Articles. I don't need this step because we're navigating. Okay. It's adding an extra type step at the bottom. That's what happened. I wonder why it did that. I'm going to report that. Okay. So I'm going to delete this step. That's all I don't need that step. I just needed to click add. That handles the pop-up, I'm pretty sure. Click update and enter. Since my sheet is connected, because I only recaptured, I guess it's not connected. I need to connect the sheet that has the HTML content on it. Sheet 2. Okay. Now I can add this variable in. It's not saving. I need to refresh it. That's why. Table. Okay. Let's see if it's there now. It is. Okay. So I'm adding the content from this variable. That's just a bug with refreshing. Click enter. And then I'm going to send. Oh, I don't need to send to Google Sheets. We just need to pull data, and that's it. All right, so what I'm gonna have to do is loop through the add step, which is step 9. And I'm gonna have it loop through start on row 2, loop through 3, since I have 3 contents there. What I'm gonna do while this is loading is I'm going to run this automation. Have it loop through 5. Putting on row 8 to get some more content here. So I'm gonna run this automation which is the getting the HTML content. I'm gonna run that while I test this flow Airtable. Back on. That's everything I need. What I want to do is clean up your Airtable. So, watch this. Okay, your Airtable's cleaned up, and I'm going to run this automation. And then we'll go from there. Let's see the steps it's navigating through. It's remembering the login, so it's not typing the login again. But at step 7, it should navigate. Why did it grab that? Either way. Step 1. Click add. Enter. So I think the reason why we type this in is to get past bots prevention as well. So like it looks like a human is doing this and mimicking. I think it would be good to add a feature in on how you want the data typed, whether it's like a copy paste or you just want it typed in, So it does take longer to run. So let me know if you do prefer that. I mean, if you do prefer this to be pasted in, you can add that to our requests. Or just let me know if you think it's a good idea. I can add it and then add you as a voter. So I do think it would be good to select, I want to add this as I want it to actually type, or I want it to paste the data in. It looks like it's working. Okay, so now that this works, we can talk about how to just make this smoother and run, pretty much hands off or completely hands off. Should be going through its final loop here. All right, cool. Done, complete. Okay, so this one's still scraping. I don't know which loop it's on. We're actually going to add in a feature where we can determine what loop it is currently on. But that should be scraping some data to, once it's finished, it'll paste the rest of the data here. All right, so here's what I would do if I were running this. So as far as the by the way, I can send both these builds to you. Just let me know if you want them. So we have Mango SEO scrape. And so what I would do is you can schedule this to, as long as you're filling content on sheet 1 with your titles, you can just schedule this, choose which row you want it to run through, how many rows you want it to run each loop. And then you can schedule this to run every hour, every day, once a day, every other hour. And you can see minutes selections here as well, once a week. You can have it run through all 100 if you wanted to. And then what you would do is, by the way, if I chose every hour, right? So I can turn on time constraints, and then we have these triggers to get past any bots. Say if the site has any bot prevention on it, then say if I want to run this from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., select the time zone, my time zone, and then I can just turn this on, and it'll automatically run off of my computer. You won't see Chromium pop up. You'll see it just pop up in traffic control, but you just need to have your computer open. You need to have a desktop app running, and you'll see it'll automate and add content there without you won't even need to see the Chromium window. So I would do that. So that's how you can automatically run the first part. The second part, the way to automatically run that is if you're on tier 4 of the app signal plan, then you can access our sheet change trigger. So let's see if it pasted, by the way. Looks like it did, pasted 5 more. So as soon you can add the sheet change trigger, meaning when a new row is added to this sheet, then that will trigger your retable automation to do exactly what we set up to do. So just paste that data into retable. And that's done with the sheet change trigger. You do need webhooks, which is considered a sheet change. And then you can just turn this on, and as soon as this SEO scrape is scraping data, pushing data to this table, you have your retable set up with a sheet change trigger. This one's also on. It'll automatically upload the HTML content into retable. So, hey, sorry that took so long. I was unfamiliar with this site. So let me know if you have any questions. We can jam back and forth on this.